In fact,
Mr. O'Neill, how long was the Sentencing Commission, how long did it consider this?
I believe that this was over about a 6-month period.
Okay. And I understand your point about, well, the commission, before it's going to make something retroactive, has certain hoops to go through. I get that point, and I appreciate that. But retroactive application of federal law also has some hoops to go through, and they're usually, we think of Congress doing those. And the evidence we have here is 403B that says it shall apply, tells us exactly when it applies, to pending cases, okay, where no sentence has yet been imposed. And then with respect to retroactivity, it tells us it shall also apply to those drug offenses in 404B. That seems like Congress thought pretty hard about this, to Justice Kavanaugh's point. And it is a bit of a leap to say, oh, Congress didn't think about this. And retroactivity of a criminal law in a sentence, it just failed to consider it. It seems a plausible possibility, but perhaps a little disrespectful.
No, Justice Gorsuch, the question that Congress was considering in 403 was applicability to everybody. So does it apply to everybody moving forward, and does it apply to everybody moving back? Retroactivity would have meant that every defendant who had committed an offense before the act would have
pretty clearly ruled out, right?
We agree that is ruled out.
Okay.
Mr. Carter, because he is not in that class, he cannot claim relief under Section 403A. But Congress said nothing about whether the impact of those changes could be considered in the context of an entirely separate statute.
I understand that, and so we're having to draw an inference, but boy, Congress spoke pretty clearly to retroactivity in 403 and 404.
So, Justice Gorsuch, I make 2 points. First, even the government agrees that these changes actually can be taken into account, even for defendants serving final sentences. So the government agrees that when you get to what it calls the sentencing determining phase in this 2-part stage that it imagines, that the court can take into account how the 403 changes affect the calculus. So that blows a hole in their idea that that Congress never wanted these changes to have any effect on final sentences.